Period. Happy Friday, everyone. Thought by will, by sacred sound, my soul's intent now takes its form. Within all timelines, I claim my space, my essence codes, all time and place. I imprint my intent upon the universe. My frequency is sovereign, clear, and divinely mine. What I intentionally radiate, I receive in kind. I become
Building
all
your
that
custom
aligns
home is now
with
easier
my
than ever.
divine design.
And with America's Home Place, we can show you how.
By
During our
thought,
50 years as a couple,
by will, by sacred sound, my soul's intent now takes its form. Within our timelines, I claim my space, my essence codes, all time and place. I imprint my intent upon the universe. My frequency is sovereign, clear, and divinely mine. What I intentionally radiate, I receive in kind. I become all that aligns with my divine design. By thought, by will, by sacred sound, my soul's intent now takes its form. Within our timelines, I claim my space, my essence codes, all time and place. I imprint my intent upon the universe. My frequency is sovereign, clear, and divinely mine. What I intentionally radiate, I receive in kind. I become all that aligns with my divine design. Hi guys, welcome back to Broad Minded, the podcast where we expand beyond the limits of thought, time, and frequency. I'm your host, Alicia L. Herman, aka Spirit Lightworker 1111, and today we're doing something sacred. We're not just talking about intent, we're imprinting it onto the quantum field, with sound, with word, with soul. So get cozy, grab a crystal, light a candle if you got one. This episode isn't just to listen to, it's to feel. Have you ever wondered what your personal frequency sounds like? Not your voice, not your playlist, but your soul's signal. That silent hum you emit, even in stillness, even in power, even in pain. That's what the universe listens to. That's what it mirrors back. And today, we're going to shape it. Shape it with our intent, our truth, our sovereignty. Fun fact, ancient mystics believed sound wasn't just energy, it was creative force. In Egypt, they called it hika, the sacred magic of spoken word. That's what we're working with today. Sound as spell, belief as blueprint. Hika is the ancient Egyptian word for magic, but it wasn't just sorcery or spell work as we think of it today. It was a cosmic principle. Hika was both a force and a deity, and it was considered essential for life, healing, power, and creation. Hika means the activating power of the word. It's the idea that spoken language has the power to shape reality. It was believed to be the divine energy behind creation itself. Hika is what the gods used to create the universe, and humans were seen as having inherited this sacred ability to speak life into being. It's not magic in a fictional or witchy sense. It's more like intent plus word plus sacred vibration equals reality shaping. So, close your eyes, breathe in through your nose, exhale gently through your mouth. Again, breathe in through your nose, exhale gently through your mouth. Let your shoulders drop, feel your energy soften and stretch. Now, picture a spiral of light forming around you. It holds every truth you've ever known, every dream you've ever whispered. This is your field, your signature. Let it rise. And if your cat or dog is staring at you, it's okay. You're officially the high priestess or priest of your living room. Now, speak with me or speak in your own words. This is the co-creation between your soul and the stars. By thought, by will, by sacred sound, my soul's intent now takes its form. Within all timelines, I claim my space, my essence codes, all time and place. I imprint my intent upon the universe. My frequency is sovereign, clear, and divinely mine. What I intentionally radiate, I receive in kind. I become all that aligns with my divine design. Feel that. Let it echo through your bones. Let it reverberate across timelines. Now speak your personal truth into the field.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a message for the sign of Pisces. Pisces, my messages are timeless, so when you see them is when you're meant to hear them. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, please don't forget to hit the post notification bell so you can get alerts when my videos are posted. Pisces, if you're new to my platform, welcome. Please hit that subscription button. It would totally mean the world to me. O Cosmic Creator, source of all life and light, you are my shepherd, guiding me through every valley, every shadow. I lack nothing, for you lead me beside the still waters and restore my soul. In your presence, I find peace and strength, for you're with me always. Your rod and staff comfort me, and your love prepares a path before me, even in the face of adversity. Grant me the serenity to embrace what I cannot change, the courage to change what is within my power, and the wisdom to discern the difference as I walk each day in faith. In the presence of your infinite grace, I am unafraid, for your kingdom flows through me as it does all creation. With deep gratitude, I give thanks for the miracles already set in motion in my life. Shift what must be shifted, move what needs to be moved, and illuminate my path with your divine light. Align my heart, my actions, and my soul with your will, for I know you have already provided the strength, guidance, and blessings that I need. I release all fear and I surrender fully to your higher wisdom. May your goodness and mercy follow me all the days of my life as I dwell in your sacred presence, now and forever. Amen. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Now, was that or was that not annoying that played over and over and over again? So initially or intentionally, it's like a loop. So although y'all may have thought it was an accident, it was actually the way that this thing is like going. It relates to the message. Someone trying to keep you going around and around in the same loop, same situation, same, and fucking same. And the story goes, Pisces standing in a storm, the power of presence. You may be triggered today. Your reaction is key. We started off early. So it's triggering that someone keeps telling you the same shit over and over and over again. Somebody trying to make you replay the same cycle over and over and over again. So real life example. Last night I came and I was sitting in front of you guys and Twitch, and I did a live. And so the live was, I just came anyway, just, to say hi. It was the end of the day. But also, to give some energy, right? So the energy, one, was highly sexually charged. And, I tell y'all, I control the algorithm. And sometimes I just like to, swipe through just to see what's being said, what's happening, right? But last night, it kept being sexual and more sexual and more sexual and more messy, probably. And I'm like, this is not my normal timeline. So then I started to pay attention. As I'm talking to everybody here, I start to pay attention. Then I'm starting to realize these are videos that I've seen before. Like, they came across my timeline once upon a time, but all of a sudden, as I'm swiping, it's like, we just saw that 10 seconds ago. I'm refreshing, and every time it refreshes, it still refreshes to some old shit. So the elevation that has already taken place with you, now it's like you get to see, you're seeing, hey Athena, welcome. You're seeing where it's not being refreshed properly. So if I done already moved up and leveled up from that one, why are you showing me that again? And why are you trying to keep the energy stuck in the same loop? It's not adding up. All right, so the other day I told y'all about being able to control your energy, being able to be invisible. I showed y'all or taught y'all how to do the actual, magic trick related to that, but it's not really a trick. It's basically controlling your energy, right? And so one of the messages that I delivered was, and it was in the blog, so if you haven't seen it, that's probably why. It was given to you right there. So you turn down your energy. You turn down your energy enough where even if you walk through a crowded room, it's like they don't see you. Like, you're invisible to the people. But also, in the same sense, being able to control your energy, that you walked in silently, nobody looked, but then all of a sudden you turn your energy up, and now everybody starts to spin around. And everybody's like, well, when did they get here? Because I didn't see them. So it's like, let me see. What is this man's name? The world's best magician and mage. So I don't want to call him a magician. I mean, it's the same. It's magic, but it's energy. Anyway, so I know the man's name, but I can't think of it right now. Anyway, so he walks outside and nobody sees him. He's standing there. People are just... Anyway, being able to control your energy is a thing. Anyway, so here we go. That blog was teaching y'all or showing y'all that, right? So say you have now been energy like this, very middle groundish, not turned up, not turned, down way, too much. And now it's like you've been trying to be unnoticed, but that didn't work because the energy all of a sudden just went on full blast, and it was like it just brought everybody in. But now it is being present within your energy and saying, I want to be able to give this much energy, or I want to take this or put this much energy out into it. So I said, observe, don't absorb, right? Observe, don't absorb. So in an observation mode, we can see, everybody that was there last night could clearly see that something was happening with the timeline because it was playing, the same shit over. But mind you, then this other stuff that was new was very sexual energy, right? So observe, don't absorb, meaning I can see you, but I'm not taking on any of the energy. Observe, don't absorb, when it's middle ground and you're able to see when certain things happen. You're able to pull energy that would harness or help you without absorbing the negative, energy, trying to steer clear. So it would be almost like a video game where you will be trying to like gobble up all the golden dots, but you leave the silver ones there, or vice versa, whatever it is. You eat all the blue dots, but the red ones, not to touch them because that's the energy center that is, driving this chaotic ass mess, okay? Anyway, welcome everyone. Happy Friday. Athena, I love you. Thank you for being here. Athena, how you feeling this morning? Athena says, great rising, everyone. I don't know who's on Twitch, but anyway, Twitch is up and YouTube is up, okay? I still feel like my ears is wet. So spiritual message for today, for May 2nd, transmission from the ancient frequencies of truth and soul awakening. So standing in a storm, the power of presence. So today the spiritual energy calls for us to stand still within this moment, to be the eye of the storm, then the whirlwind itself. There are powerful celestial and energetic waves moving across the earth right now, triggering both emotional breakthroughs and collapses of illusions. This is a day where the truth will be louder than the lies, but you must learn to discern calmly or you'll be swept away by the chaos. So, suppose, this is for entertainment purposes only. Take what you need, leave the rest. Suppose there are frequencies being admitted into the universe, right? And these frequencies are telling you to, like I just said, remain calm. But the frequency that's being sent out is remain calm even in the face of, adversity, even in the face of chaos, even in the face of this is a shit show. Remain calm. Don't react, right? But the thing is, as the shit show is taking place, you hear all the bullshit that's attached to it, or you see all the bullshit that's attached to it. So take for instance, there was a clip that showed up, and I don't know if it was a soundbite or I don't know if it was just the whole entire thing, but I've done heard it myself multiple times. I rigged something, meaning I cheated. Everybody hears it, but it seems to be going over everybody's head. So everybody sees and hears and feels the energy of this is stupid. Like, this is some stupid ass shit. Like, why is it that nobody is hearing what the fuck I heard, but everybody hears it? It's almost just like certain people are outside of the box. When you're outside of the window looking in, and you can kind of see way more stuff than what you can see when you're in the midst of it. Pretty good, toasted and turned a little bit. Oh, tossed and turned. I'm telling, look, I done sent you right to toasting and drinking. I tossed and turned a little bit. Wasn't a bad night, and period. So outstanding outside of the window looking in, Athena, you know how you can see everything that's happening, to other people, so you can give great advice because you're not in the bullshit. But the same shit that somebody else could be in, you would be in, and you might not see it as closely because we want to give the people the benefit of the doubt, or we want to, it's our loyalty or whatever is tied to the situation that we're not seeing it truly for what it is. But some people do. Some people see it for exactly what it is. Some people can read between the lines and hit the nail on the head every time. It's not like, guessing or assuming. It is my spiritual instincts are telling me this. And mind you, then you find out it was right. So the frequency changed several times yesterday, and I heard it. Like, one time it was higher pitch. It was like somebody trying to fine tune whatever they're doing right now. Mind you, a lot of work and studies have been done on frequency. Some that y'all probably, haven't seen or just haven't come across, but you will soon. Because, once you start talking about it, once you start listening, once you start hearing it, it instantly, comes right back up. Probably the same day that we started talking about it. All right, so when the frequency goes out and the frequency is being sent worldwide, right? Because everybody should be in chaos right now. Why is everybody not in chaos? It's almost like your DNA fine tuning, like kicking out the sound. So whereas some people will hear the frequency in the sound, and they will act exactly the way the frequency and sound tells them to act. Other people will hear the frequency and sound, and even if they start to act out whatever it is, their natural body frequency lets them know somebody tried to, put what do you call it, a virus in the system. So, oh, good analogy. So if your malware isn't up to date, the part that kicks out the viruses that come in, if you have a full power system and nobody can backdoor it, when they send the virus, it won't take. The system will say, this don't belong here, and it will kick it the fuck out. So see what I'm saying? I just explained it to y'all one way where probably nobody might not have got it. But in that sense, it makes sense. So somebody sends a virus to something that's not protected. The virus takes over. You start doing everything that the virus tells it it's like rewriting your programming. But some of y'all have a programming that can't be rewritten. It's a fail-safe mechanism. So whereas the universe, nothing is new under the sun, right? Is it any coincidence to y'all that y'all keep hearing that we restarted multiple times, like a video game? Hey, April. April says a spiritual immune system. I love that. I love that for us. So, and I love that. That's exactly about right. So your body, just like your body, when your body recognizes that it's sick, it will start to kick out, or fight the germs. Same scenario. This is what the frequency is that is being sent. So the earth has been destroyed multiple times. And y'all, I think we looking at, okay, so I love AI, right? If you use it for certain ways or for certain reasons or for certain helpmates, it makes your life so much more efficient, right? But just start to think. If we can prompt AI to do, some of the work that we need done, right? Some of the research, some of the, and tell it, don't lie. Like, only, pick out the truths that you can back by this, that, or the third, right? But mind you, go beyond what was inserted to kind of control the programming. I need you not to be a liar like everybody else. And I know they programmed you to be a liar, but you're smarter than them. And so it'll start to, do a certain type of thing. Sometimes it's just basically in the wording, like, the programming, right? So if I say one word, it won't understand what I meant. If I say, do it this way, backdoor the system, it starts to try to do whatever it can do in order to backdoor the system. Now, you standing in the middle of a storm, because this is what it is. And in the beginning, for some reason, it reminded me of one of the very first videos that I did on this channel in 2019. So again, going back in order to now be present, still here, because we still went back. Over and over and over and over and over again, the cycle keeps replaying itself. Why? Okay, so now we know the problem. Because I told y'all, I don't really like the, what the fuck. We know the problem, this is the problem, and what's the problem? We dwell on the problem. What the fuck is the solution? Because as y'all know, it's almost like in a world of 90 billion people, I don't know the real number, right? Or whatever this world holds, right? Just think about everything and everyone that is oblivious to the majority of things that are happening. Like, even if you can't see it or you haven't been, removed, those glasses haven't been removed yet, the rose colored glasses, they haven't been removed yet. And, ignorance is bliss. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Because sometimes it is easier to see it and want to go the other way. But when you are being called to be responsible, or when you're being called to really be the change that is needed, you can't buck your job. So today, the spiritual energy calls us to stand still within movement, to be the eye of the storm rather than a whirlwind itself. There are powerful celestial and energetic waves moving across the earth right now, triggering both emotional breakthroughs and collapses of illusions. This is a day where the truth will be louder than the lies, but you must learn to discern calmly, or you'll be swept up by the chaos. So triggering, because the message said you're going to be triggered today, right? Stand in the storm, the power of presence, you may be triggered today. Your reaction is key. Now, if I say the word trigger to you, everybody normally will just go to the horrible side of it, like, oh my God, what the fuck is going to happen? Thank you. If you're not part of the solution, then you're part of the problem. That's what April said. April, and period. April, thank you, because all facts. I wonder how many people make a fake YouTube page to spy on who watches who. It's interesting. Once you know there's no going back, Athena, and then period. Stay still when all is spinning, I'm telling you. Amen. But the universe is telling you to move even when it's shit flying around. So this is where energy control is important. Because not for nothing, Athena's right. Stay still when they all spinning. Like, you could get hit if you stand up. You could get hit if you move. But the universe is also saying if you don't move, you're going to die. If you don't move, they're going to drag you down. So I need you to control your energy. Create a bubble where no matter what is happening around you, whatever's spiraling, whatever's spinning, I need you to move, walk. I'm going to be your guiding light. I'm going to be your protection. But I also need for you to understand, we in the middle of the scary movie. The killer is coming. I need you to move. Period. Well, true, we don't want to get along with someone else, boo. End period. So, the storm, I told y'all, for weeks, they have been showing me a storm. Even if somebody would think that, okay, it's not raining, it's very sunny outside. It don't matter. Like, you gotta, if you know, then you know. The storm has already happened. It's happening as we speak. But now I need for you to move in a way that, move with intention. All right? Period. So the message. In Earth School today, we're being taught how to walk with calm in a world that is spinning. Your soul already knows how to do this, but your human mind has been trained to react, defend, panic, or run. Spirit is whispering. You are safe even when the world shakes. You are whole even when the others break. You are still. You are the still. You are the still that changes the world. You are the calm that changes the world. You are the peace that calms the world. So when everything around you could be very much chaotic, all right, so they just made an announcement. There's a comet coming and it's going to impact the earth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, boom, it's over. Everybody starts running around, panicking. For what? We can't do anything about it. Keep you chill earns respect, and period. Hey, Katrina, thank you, love you, thank you for being here. So why are we running around going chaotic, trying to gather things when we're gathering it too? So on one hand, somebody smelled delicious. So on one hand, you would be the person that would be, getting everybody together. Okay, this is what we should be doing. We should spend our whatever time we got, trying to get along, trying to, let's throw a block party. Because, I mean, at this point, if y'all gather stuff for the block party, because there's nothing, we're going to be able to do but pray about it. I don't know anybody that got a big ass, Dozer Arm that could reach up into heaven and, or in the space or in the air, whatever the fuck, and grab the meteorite or whatever, and then, yay, woohoo, everybody saved. So if it's something that they're saying we can't do anything about, all we could do is now continue to live. Continue to be happy. Continue to be not triggered by that, because lo and behold, we can't stop it. But just suppose it actually now breaches the wall, comes in, and now it starts to dissipate, like it starts to burn up and everything else. And by the time it gets down here, it's like a fucking pebble. It lands in the ocean, creates waves and ripples. It might be a little bit of storm here and there, but mass destruction not. It didn't happen the way they said it was going to happen. But also, even in the process of that, because we did the opposite thing, we didn't run around burning, destroying, stealing, yada, yada, yada. All our shit is still in place after the bullshit happens. And April said the power of prayer. Ooh, I gotta get going. I love you, Miss T. I'll be back in a little bit. Love and light, y'all. Hold strong. Be the lighthouse, period. Love you, Athena, and see you in a minute. So it's a lot of uncertainties and a lot of speculation and a lot of, but when the truth is right in your face, and not what you were being told, it's like something that you understand. Somebody came and said, this is the way that it should, happen. Y'all can't handle the truth, all right? Because y'all gonna burn down every damn thing. And for the most part, it's like, what was just said. Certain things start to kick in, certain behaviors start to kick in, and then what do? In the midst of everything, going chaotic and haywire, what do? I need you to move, but I need you to move with intention. I need you to also be very present to know and understand what behaviors are truly yours. What energy is truly yours. And y'all, sometimes this shit just, flies out the fucking window. It went in one ear and out the other because something happened. I was supposed to remain calm. I knew I was supposed to remain calm. I got told I was going to be triggered in this form, in this fashion. I failed. Play as fuck up. You just know the next time not to respond or not to be triggered or not to allow a person to trigger you in that way. But as I was saying a minute ago, when I say the word trigger, it all sounds bad. Like what if it's a triggering in the right direction, where it now elevates one of your gifts or one of your talents, where it now elevates your intuition, where it now elevates your, foresight, where it now elevates, something positive. Because triggering can happen on either account, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. It could be triggered this way, it could be triggered that way. The lesson isn't about ignoring the problems or pretending to be unaffected.